Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Infinity. It's the finale today. I am joined by a bunch of people. Introduce yourselves.
No.
Okay, fine.
Hello.
I'm joined by a bunch of assholes, and we're gonna be spending all of our money this episode.
Because, well, you're not going to have another chance to spend it, and you have so much.
Yeah, basically.
And you're not gonna put anything into your Urlik, right?
Into Europe, no. I'm not.
Urlik.
So there you go.
At least he doesn't get fully upgraded.
You get the spare change,
Only
Ulrich.
Only half.
Yeah.
You get like the outside part of the pizza slices.
Fertilization.
So,
No, he
Yeah.
he gets the pizza box. There's nothing left in it. It's just kind of grease stains.
Release.
Maybe
Yeah.
some toppings.
so hooray! They gave us this for our finale.
The rest
Now-
of the video, by the way.
Oh yeah, totally. But so this is not as annoying as the previous deep sea part we had to do, but it still can destroy you fairly easily if you don't pay attention to what you're doing. So yeah, you might want to be active. Although I hope you built up some endurance, because this last level of the game, if you're not used to the waggle controls, oh well, your hand and wrist start to hurt. Oh yeah.
Welcome to the league.
Basically.
God damn it! This looks even more like Res right now. Stop.
Totally. Yeah, see. And you have to shoot them down, or you will die. And it doesn't help that you are forced to beat Ulrich while piloting.
The only time when
Hey, Ulrich, you're on par with everyone else. Because you're
Not
the
really.
freaking speeder.
Yeah. Yeah. Not the only time. And look at that, 6 shots and these things are still not dead. Oh yeah. You're gonna be here a while.
fucking Optimus Prime couldn't tear this shit apart.
Well, Optimus Prime, last I checked, couldn't swim, so... Now, granted, I haven't seen Transformers in, like, years, but still.
I'm sure there was probably some random episode, like a beach episode.
A beach Transformers, I don't doubt that. I do not doubt that.
Every
I
cartoon
mean-
has a beach episode.
Well, they have to have weird fan service.
For robots.
Yes.
For all
I mean,
your
Optimus-
robot viewership and car fetishists.
Last I checked, Optimus's wife did have boobs, so there is that.
Robo boobs, why?
She also had
Robo.
Princess Leia hair buns, so there's that too.
Well, that's
Those
probably
are
Yeah,
those are Roboobs. Thank you very much.
clearly.
And even follows the same rules as Res, except it's not.
Kinda.
like they played Res and they're like, hey, we should totally implement this in our game. Oh yeah, no, that's a pretty good idea. I like that. But we don't want it to be too much of a ripoff. So what are we gonna do to vary it up?
You're
We
okay.
can make it suck.
Okay, what do we do now?
That's an idea.
Yeah, like-
Odd and Ilita,
Like,
I'll translate.
let's just take it exactly the same way as it is in Res,
It's your
but
job to find
unbalance
William
it by
and
removing 2
devirtualize.
shots from it,
That's when we should
and
launch the
also make
program
you
and
move
Exactly.
with your target.
Speaking of separate versions of things, well, first of all, we still only recovered 2, so hooray. But, there was apparently a PS2 version of this game that no one knew existed.
Wow.
Really?
Yes, so I can only imagine that the controls in that version are way better than the Wii one.
Probably.
Yeah, I could imagine so.
The moment.
Oh, and we're back to the Drakengard 3 frame rate level.
Yes. And you're forced to use Ulrich and Yumi.
I like how you just like instinctively swapped from Ulrich and then you're just like, oh.
Yes. It's, yeah.
It's a thing.
As you can see now, Ulrich's sword glows blue, signifying that it does slightly more damage. Slightly.
That makes me
Meaning
wonder
that
if
he can
how that
now
works.
actually meaning that he can actually now break boxes as opposed
Yes.
to scratch them.
Mhm.
Hooray. But yeah, it makes me wonder if Ulrich is slightly more tolerable in the PS2 version, simply because you don't have to waggle your way to victory.
I would imagine so. If it was designed smart, then you would probably just have to, like, hit square to slash or something.
Probably have to
Watch,
do
they're
something
going,
right.
they're going to make it work like it did for Metal Gear Solid 2's
Oh, Jesus.
yeah, you know the
Fucking
part.
katana controls.
And trust
Or
me,
Monster Hunter 2.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh no, it'll be even better. It'll be like friggin' PSO's timing-based attack system, except the timing changes randomly and you have no way to know.
So if you pay attention to Yumi's upgrades, her fans are now heat-seeking tornado missiles. A shame they still kinda suck.
Yeah, this actually looks pretty cool.
It's sad to say, but Yumi's probably one of the characters with like some of the highest potential in the series. But at the same time, because of that, has probably the most wasted potential. Tied only
Yes,
with
and
Aizen, at least she does stuff.
Also, something to note here, in case you don't see it as obvious, that enemy over there is near an infinite spawn point, and there's a ledge right next to it. Guess who can only take advantage of that?
Oh, Aelida.
Exactly, so guess what that means?
Backtracking.
So, yeah. See, up there. Yeah. So yes, there is a post-game, but don't worry, it's not very important, and we'll be covering that and all in like one episode, so don't worry about it.
The episode will literally be, it starts up, there's a post-game, and then we all go, yay, and then it ends.
No,
Yeah.
we all go, so did you know there's a post-game? Congratulations.
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 Congratulations, Mr. Squawk! Congratulations.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what is that? Oh, yeah.
So, fun fact, you try to leave, the game is like, aha, watch, it switches, and then it doesn't because I already did the puzzle. So, yeah.
Seriously, okay.
So yeah, this area is surprisingly devoid of enemies. You're just kind of traveling along it and trying not to burn in the lava, but there's so many checkpoints that there's really no threat of dying here.
And besides, lava doesn't hurt you as much.
Indeed.
Oh god.
Yeah, waggles. There we go. So, it's mainly a puzzle area. Like I said, this level is mainly designed for you to look at the scenery, and then they didn't account for the frame rate. That's also something I wonder, too, if in the PS2 version, the frame rate is that bad.
Probably, considering the Wii is...
Slightly more powerful.
The Wii's
Yeah.
slightly more powerful than the GameCube and Xbox, and definitely more powerful than the PS2, which was weaker, but definitely... Well, actually no. For the very same reason that the PS2, despite being weaker, was able to keep up, is the reason it probably would run better. People knew the PS2 in and out.
Yeah.
That thing, like,
Yeah.
anyone can pretty much make a game for it at that point. There's so much documentation within the industry. Anyone knew how to make use of every little nuance of the hardware.
Yeah, it was simplistic, and they were actually able to make things for it all the time.
And then the PS3 happened.
Yeah.
Which was the exact
$599 US dollars.
Hey, look, here's
Yes.
a processor that literally no one knows how to program for, and pretty much no one did. I don't think anyone really still does, but they're at least decent at it now.
Yeah, kinda. And then the
Yeah, I
PS4
mean, like, it's so weird too because they knew better. Like, even with their first console, they knew better than that. I mean, PlayStation 1 was as simplistic as it got, and because of that, it got a lot of people to develop for it. PS2
Yeah.
was the same thing, and then they basically did the exact same thing as their competition did back in the PS1 days. chose to just pack everything with stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big
And
thing
what
is,
I mean,
like, no,
what I
you go.
mean is, of course, the Sega Saturn with how they just jammed another processor without anyone actually knowing how to use that at the time. And, well, practically up until the very end, nobody knew. And the price was actually exactly the same when they released it as the PS3 when it was released.
Another reason why no one got one.
Yeah, I feel a bit
Exactly.
bad because the Saturn was a pretty decent system. It was the first to have, well, it wasn't the absolute first to have like online connection because like the Super Nintendo had like Satellaview and I think the NES even had something, but I think only the SNES had it. But it was still the only one that really had online play as far as I knew. It wasn't just downloading things.
Even if the netcode was shit.
It was, but you know,
Well,
when
you know,
it's a start.
it was
Yeah.
It was 94 when they made the system, and besides the standard of the internet were 56k modem by then, by that point. So you know, nobody was expecting any wonderfulness from it.
Yeah.
But actually, right now I'm about to get a Sega Saturn. Of course, I'm modding the goddamn thing because I'm not buying games for 500 euros for it.
So, okay, here we go. It's the core of Xana.
Oh my.
You look at this angle. Yes, look at this angle. It's so beautiful.
Actually, it is pretty cool.
I must become one with it.
I want to be a tower too.
So, I did that basically just to show that, yes, if you die here, you have to ride this all over again.
Can you jump down?
I've tried. I've never been able to make it.
Even right there?
I imagine you could, though, if you timed it
Yeah,
right.
even at that moment where it looked like it was right over.
William's
Oh, you know what?
attacking.
The event
Okay,
probably wouldn't
you
start.
need
William
to
probably
reach
wouldn't
the
attack if
scene.
you weren't on the platform.
So, yeah, we're gonna skip to me dying. Because I'm basically gonna say something right here. William is not kidding around here, but at the same time, because he's so determined, he's really not much to talk about. Because watch. Remember how we killed him last time? He may do a lot of damage, but he still gets stun locked.
Even by Yumi with all of her slowness.
So, poor William here's just gotta keep suffering.
He's floating.
Oh god, it's like really sharp paper. Make it stop.
Basically.
Paper cuts suck though.
Oh
The
yeah.
worst kind of thing. So, yeah.
Oh, stop it. You're mildly irritating me.
Eventually the paper cuts go right through the jugular.
You have a berserk sword, well I have paper.
Well, he's dead. But they give Ulrich the credit for it, though, if you look.
And again with the different art style.
Because we're in the real world now.
Hey, we're back in
Like this
Borderlands 2.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
I always found this really cool.
We'll take care of this huge bug.
And there was a die cut there.
So, yeah, fun fact, this is the final boss.
Huh?
Yeah, this is our final boss. What do you think?
Fucking gross.
Yeah, it is. He spits minions at you, tries to ground pound you, and is also kind of a puzzle boss because you have to circle strafe and shoot him. They give you Odd and Ielita here, but really there's no reason to use Ielita because the more you stay on these platforms, the faster they sink, and lava hurts. So you don't want that. So poor Ielita's kinda gotta sit out.
Oh, thank God they actually teleport you there.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking you were just going to jump into lava. at that
They're not
point.
that mean. No.
Hey, what does this do? Ah!
So yeah, now you have to shoot its hands. Shoot the upper hands first, because they are the hardest to hit. and since the hands do disappear over time, you kind of don't want to have to deal with them last because it's really annoying. So, yeah. You just kind of have to dodge around its energy orbs and just keep firing.
I can imagine that on the PS2 version of the game, playing as this would be pretty difficult.
Yeah, I am now, again, I don't know because I've never played the PS2 version. But if I were to program the PS2 version, I would probably give the players a lock-on button.
I assume it has a lock-on, yeah. They probably use the stack cursor, too.
Yeah, probably, so... Yeah, but yeah, nobody knew the PS2 version existed. Everyone knows, who even knows this game exists, knows of the Wii version. So, like, I've never even seen the PS2 version in stores.
It's kind of like that time where I showed you Get Ready to Virtualize, and you were like, what?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, there was another DS Code Lyoko that didn't suck. What?
Like, that just confused you.
Okay, yeah, because the other one that I knew of was a game called Code Lyoko: The Fall of Xana, which was a really bad RPG.
It was.
So,
Just
yeah.
face slams and then it's an
I haven't actually played it at all.
I have played Fall of Xana. It's terrible. It's a grind fest.
Oh, that's terrible.
So, yeah, now we gotta shoot his hands off. He's almost dead. Well, this phase. I'm still trying to figure out what this thing is supposed to be. Like a beehive, a demon beehive made of rock.
Do you know what it is?
Do you call penis
Not
monster?
even his final form.
Exactly. Thankfully, he doesn't do that much damage when he actually does manage to hit you or you get caught on it.
love knockdown stab.
Yeah. Alright, so, final phase. He's so embarrassed, he just can't deal with it right now.
Just face planks.
Just like,
Yeah, don't
I
be
even
afraid
care.
about... Don't be afraid about jumping through the lava spurts, because their hitbox is actually really tiny, first of all. Second of all, they don't do that much damage. The flamethrower does way more, so... Yeah.
Williams attack.
Think about the timing of this.
Yumi, Ulrich, it's up to you.
What that basically says is Yumi and Ulrich are so inept that Odd and Aelita were able to near-kill this boss before they even got to William.
Thank
The way
God
they did that
actually-
scene, it sounded like William just showed up again and was like, hey, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what would have been hilarious? William's head just popped out where the weak point is. William's attacking!
expecting that.
That would have been awesome.
I kind of
was
expected him to show up.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys?
Surprise, bitch. I thought you thought you'd seen the last of me?
Turns out paper cuts are actually superficial. They hurt a lot more than that, though. I was surprised. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna kill you now.
It didn't have that top thing anymore.
Okay, we got rid of that big disgusting worm.
Wow, those
We're waiting for your
subtitles.
signal, Jeremy.
I actually added
Good.
them because
William's out of
the
commission. You
regular
can watch
game
the
does not
program.
have
Did you hear
subtitles
that,
during this whole
You can go
cutscene.
ahead. Got it, Jeremy.
And you knew
Definitely
we weren't
feel
going
kinda
to shut up.
Hurry up and get out of there.
Okay, fine, God, don't rush us.
Your subtitles are probably more accurate than the game's.
Yes, they are.
Because they aren't French.
Indeed. And so the volcano replica blows up. And did we kill Xana? I'm not really sure, guys.
So, Jeremy, everything back in place? It looks like it worked.
Loading. There we go.
Nice work, guys.
Jeremy's like, there we go. Just fixed everything.
I would have laughed if he just had William's file up and then dragged two recycle bins.
And yes, this is the credit sequence from the show. So that was Quest for Infinity. What did you guys think?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah. It was alright. for what it was.
Especially since it was on the Wii, the gameplay with Odd was actually pretty much made for the console.
Yeah.
It
The way I look
actually made sense.
Congratulations!
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, the way I look at it is the game is, well, it could be worse. It could be a lot better, but it's playable and can be enjoyed.
You know I broke up with William?
We're
It wasn't
now.
working
This
out.
was not a mistake in
It's
editing.
weird.
I'm
Really?
showing this cutscene
You
again
noticed
for
it
one
must
very
be really
specific
bad.
reason.
Why
You
do
will
you
see
say
it.
that?
So pay attention.
Anyway, what's important for you is that I'm single again.
Cool.
Really?
Yeah. Really. Feels good.
Oh, Ulrich, I've been waiting for this moment for so long. Go ahead, ask me.
Okay. You know Matthias sits next to me in English class? He's nuts about you. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, you're such a jerk!
I didn't edit that. Basically, that was the game saying that Ulrich totally owned her.
Did you know where he is?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Don't
It was
you
like,
think he's
oh!
acting a bit strange lately?
But,
There are days when
and we're
he's
also
not
doing this
himself.
cutscene again for a very good reason. No, we have not seen Jeremy.
I guess I'm worrying about
And
nothing.
we'll continue to not see
You're
Jeremy.
teens after all, and it's normal to
He's-
have an
he's
identity
gone.
crisis at your age.
Mm-hmm.
See you later.
Jeremy is flawed.
Mm-hmm. So you know what? Let's go find Jeremy. He should be in the factory where he always is,
I
right?
still want to see what Jeremy looks like in Lyoko.
His chair is gone. So yeah, that was Quest for Infinity. I do like this game. It's pretty decent. We'll be doing all the post-game stuff next time. So until then, take care.
Okay, bye.
Don't upgrade Orlick.
Orlick.
He's not worth saying his name, right?
Never.
And also, him having a second laser sword doesn't mean dick.
Go figure.